Good morning, bays. How's everybody doing? It's me, Lon Bay, with my bae.
And the one and only Drake.
Yes, and today, guys, we have some really big news. We are so excited. It is actually our first time ever going to check out an HOA community.
Yep. It's a small but big contract for us.
It's going to be our biggest contract yet. Right now, we're heading over to go meet with the guy. He sits on the board of the HOA in his community. And he reached out to us after our news article and wants us to come out and provide the community with an estimate. So we are thrilled, to say the least. I don't even think that's like a big enough word to describe how we're feeling. But other than that, we just got a cleanup to do today for one of our regulars.
Yeah, we got a cleanup to do. Yep, just a spring cleanup. And yeah, we're finna go look at this HOA. It's supposed to be a total of 12 homes in the common area, so that's exciting. And Lambe got a video dropping when we got our, what we got?
Oh yeah, we got our green guard grass shoot.
Yeah, so we got a video coming for that too as well. We did install it because we know there was a lot of comments telling us to get it. We already have it and now it's installed.
Yes, we seen the comments. We Drake actually ordered that almost 2 weeks ago.
Yeah, about 2 weeks ago.
About 2 weeks ago.
We had to install it.
We had to wait for it to get here, and then we had to wait for somebody to install it. But we do have a video dropping tomorrow on my channel showing the installation process of that green guard. So we're super excited about that. I've been seeing a lot of comments, guys, for different questions, and I wanted to test something out. So going forward, I'm going to start answering some of y'all's questions in the videos. So be sure that you are tuned in and that you have your post notifications on, because you never know which video your question is going to get answered in. But we're going to head over to the property now, and we'll see you guys soon. Oh my gosh, babes, this community is absolutely beautiful, and Drake and I are so excited to get on here and see about this quote. Now, before we get started, as I show you all a few of these common areas, I did have a couple of questions for you all watching out there. So my first question is, do you guys prefer residential or commercial contracts? I'm really interested in knowing this because I know we all have different needs. We have different things that we like about each one, and there are also pros and cons for both commercial and residential. Which one do you like more? For any of my viewers who are watching right now, do any of you already have commercial contracts on your client list? I'm really interested in seeing what the ratio is of those of you who are watching. And if you do already have commercial contracts, have you had a positive or negative experience with them? I'm also particularly interested in knowing if you all have had positive or negative experiences with HOA contracts. And also, whether you do or don't have any commercial contracts, do you feel as though you haven't reached success until you finally land a commercial contract? Or did you feel like you finally reached success once you landed your first commercial contract? Initially, when Drake and I started out, we had these big dreams of us landing our very first commercial contract. I still remember the feeling when we got our first quote and we actually landed it. And so I want to know if we have anybody out there who feels similar in that situation. And my last and final question is, how are you guys structuring your business this season? Are you putting more emphasis on commercial clients? Are you looking more heavily on residential clients? And are you trying to secure these large HOA contracts? Let me know in the comments below. I want to hear from you guys. And by the way, for those of you viewing who might not be familiar, we are in Atlanta, Georgia, and this is a subdivision located in West Atlanta. What's up, babes? We are back. We just completed our walk around. As you see in the video, I showed you a couple of the common spaces that are going to need to be serviced. We didn't want to too much record the homes or show any of the addresses because, you know, like, there are people always watching, so we wanted to keep it confidential. It's a private community, but we're so excited. This is our first time of a job of this magnitude, 12 homes at a time.
Yeah.
But I love how we are like, act like we've been there before.
Yeah.
You know?
And we really have.
I mean, we have.
We service multiple homes in this community, but like Lon Bay said, never just 12 at one time or whatever. They're all in the same community. But they all have been like on the same street, and it never has been 12 at one time. So this is a bigger job and everything like that. And it would be, you know, a good contract for us, for real. So, you know, finger crossed.
This is what we've been praying for.
Yeah, finger crossed. But it's definitely something that we can handle. We have all our equipment restored. So thank you to God, because we can handle it. All the yards was like, you know, fairly small, you know.
Turf.
Yeah, you know, we handle jungles, as you know, on my channel. So this is nothing that's out of our range.
The biggest thing that they had for us to service was actually just like shrubbery in the common spaces. But as Drake said, and as you guys see on Drake's channel, he is the shrub master. Hopefully he'll teach me soon, so I can be out there whipping it up with them. But yeah, this is gonna be very exciting. It's something that we can definitely handle. It felt so good when he asked if we have insurance, to be able to provide him with that information for our business insurance. So yeah, we're excited, and we can't wait to share with you guys, you know, if we land the contract or not. Hopefully we'll be celebrating soon.
Right, so we will keep y'all posted, and now we finna go, you know,
handle our clients.
Exactly.
Our clients today. The work never stops, the grind never stops. So I hope that you guys are out here grinding today, making it an amazing Tuesday, crushing some goals, setting some goals, and just, you know, living in the moment. But we'll see y'all soon. Let's go grab a coffee, babe.
Coffee, come in. Oh. Yeah, that coffee.
Hi, baby. Oh my gosh, it's so good. Taste it. Hold on.
Is it?
Mm-hmm. It tastes like a sip of goodness. Taste it. I'm always shocked when you have the camera out. I'm like, oh gosh, are you getting my good side?
Right, that's good. I like it.
That one's mine.
This one yours?
Yeah.
I knew I ain't like it all. I was
Why weren't you honest?
I was lying. I ain't like it. I was just playing. I'm playing.
She made it so good, I wanted to give her a hug.
I love mine.
Let me taste yours.
Mine's kind of bland. You know, I used to love the sweetness of whatever this in the third.
Oh, you don't turn into a real coffee
I done
drinker.
came, yeah. I don't
you
really
guys,
like all the sweetness.
He only used to like sweets. It felt so weird.
Like sweets.
I walked in, I had this blade coat on, and I got the hat on and the boots and everything, and everybody was kind of looking at me like up and down. And this one lady smiled at me, and I was like, "Hi, how are you doing?" And she didn't say anything back. I was like, I look like a weirdo. Like, what's wrong with
Hey, man, it's cold out here, and we do lawn care. Thank you, man.
I was smiling and everything, and she just looked at me. She was like,
she better stop. See, she in there with the warm coffee. Look at those shrubs blowing like they dancing.
it's
over
cold
there.
out here.
Right. But thank you.
Thanks, baby. Cheers.
Cheers.
I love you.
Hold on, let's do it again. I can see.
Cheers.
No, like this.
Good morning, everybody. It is day 2 of Drake and I, you know, going through these quotes. Hi, baby.
What's up, girl?
And guys, so I mentioned yesterday that we have officially landed our very first offer for a contract. I guess, what do you say, in a subdivision? I guess that's how you say
HOA.
it. An HOA contract.
Yeah.
And this is kind of like a surreal moment because Drake always shows me videos on YouTube of other lawn care providers who have landed HOA contracts, who show themselves on YouTube, you know, servicing these properties. And this is something that we've always dreamed about. So to be here in this moment is like, you know, it's a really good feeling.
Yeah, it's a great feeling. You know, I'm excited, you know, just calculating everything. Right now, we're going out to measure all the beds. So, you know, we're finna do a big mulch installation. So that's going to be cool. And we're going to make sure to vlog that for y'all too as well. So,
yeah, so as Drake said, the first step that we did was the walk around with the property manager, or I guess he's like on the HOA board. And he brought us out and he took us around the property and kind of gave us, you know, details of what needs to be maintained, things that the previous company were not doing, and the expectations going forward for what he would expect the new company to do. So we already did that, but you know, you can't really give someone a quote in the moment. You need to go walk around, document the notes, talk with your partner. You know, I was taking notes the whole time. Drake was mostly doing the talking, and I'm just kind of listening and taking notes. Because then you go home and we talk together. We share our notes, we talk, you know, we took videos, we took pictures, and we go home and review those. And yeah, to prepare, because exactly. Because if you try to give someone an answer in the moment, and this isn't just for a big contract, this is even for just one individual client with one lawn. You never want to do a quote on the same day that you do the walk around, because your mind is not you're taking in so much information that you might miss something, and you can miscalculate. You can see something and think, oh, this will be an easy job, and you just throw out a number. But 9 times out of 10, things are never as easy as they seem.
Yeah.
You don't really fully.
You can't see everything.
You can't see everything.
You can't see how deep the line is. If there's any obstruction in the line, you get what I'm saying? Your mind may miss something and not process it all because you've been working, you've been fatigued. So give
and
yourself
you're excited.
exactly. So give yourself those hours or a whole nother day if you need to send that quote. Don't try to just send it all fast to try to beat another
the next person.
Yeah, the next person. Because we've been in that situation where we quoted somebody and we got back to the job and was like,
wasn't worth it.
Man, we lost money. We didn't make any money. Like,
and you can't back out once you accept a quote.
Yeah,
we had to
it.
take it on the chin and honor it. But it was a learning lesson for us to now, when we do quotes, it doesn't matter who it's for, we always do the walk around with the person, and then we tell them, hey, we'll have a quote with you. You know, sometimes we say by end of day, sometimes we say within 24 hours, and sometimes we say, you know, for this one we said 24 to 48 hours. So it's all about giving yourself that time, and especially if you're a solo operator, you really need to give yourself some time because you're managing so much. As Drake said, you're out here cutting, you're fatigued, you know, you're thinking about your equipment, you're thinking about so many different things that you never want to slight yourself in the process just to be able to get that job first. Because if a client is really looking at you, that means they're seriously considering you. So they will appreciate it more if you take your time and you give them a fair and honest quote, something that you will be happy with. Because if you're happy with the quote, you're going to do a great job and you're going to want to return. Did I miss anything?
Man, that was awesome. You said everything. And just like you said, like, you just want to give yourself that time to get that quote right, because we in the business of making money.
Yeah.
When we quoting these people, we don't want to lose money because that's how you go out of business. So who trying to go out of business? I know we not. So, you know, yeah, but the first year, sometimes it's going to take that. But right now, hopefully you can learn from our mistakes. We did that a lot. I did that a lot. You know, quote people so fast. And I know Lambe was like, babe, look, we need to take a minute, pump our brakes. And when we do the walk around, let's get back to them. And I had to listen. I had to get out of my own way. I was just so hungry. Like, I got to make this money. I ain't gonna let nobody else take this away. But yeah, once we did that, it was smooth sailings. I mean, you see all your profits. Yeah. And now you're able to scale your business, which is the best thing. You can scale your business, you know, take care of your bills and everything like that, and afford a comfortable lifestyle.
Amen. All right, guys, I hope we didn't drop too much on you right then, but you know, we do want to be able to share our experience with you all because that's how we learn and grow together. And we know how much we've learned from other YouTubers, specifically Drake. He's the one who's put me on to like watching YouTubers and seeing them scale their business. So I know how much we've learned and how much their advice and their testimonies have helped us scale our business and helped us avoid mistakes. So we want to make sure that we're doing the same thing and we're paying it forward.
And let me just say one thing, man. Shout out to Blaze of Grass Lawn Care down there in Savannah, Georgia, because we in Atlanta, Georgia. And I've been watching his channel for years, bro. And I learned so much advice from his channel. I mean, you know, mistakes that he made, since he's so transparent on his channel, it helped me with my business because I saw mistakes and I took down those notes and I was able to avoid those mistakes that he listed on his videos. So that helped us scale. And you know, man, it keep you moving. So it's just like each one teach one. That's it.
You are always watching Blaze of Grass.
I love Blaze of Grass. Brian Lawn Care. Brian's Lawn Maintenance, my bad.
Of course,
Spencer Lawn Care.
Spencer Lawn Care. I've had somebody mention in my comment and asked us, do we know of Spencer Lawn Care? How can you be on YouTube and not know of Spencer and Savannah?
Right.
I mean, yeah, right? Like, how can you not know of them? They are literally like the couple on YouTube. So
shout out to them.
Shout out to them. We watch all of you guys. Like, we are very inspired by everybody that's doing their thing, and it's inspired us to document our journey and just to show ourselves, because I think we've mentioned this before, but Drake and I have been cutting grass together for a while before we started up YouTube.
I'm telling you, about 5 years.
Yeah, and we started with push mowers without the self-propel
from Home Depot.
And they were in the back of a what truck was that?
A Trailblazer.
Of a Trailblazer.
We didn't have no bed. The gas can was in there with us. We had all kind of leaf clippings that I'll take with us. And Lambe was still allergic to grass, so she's sneezing. She got hives. She coughing. I'm smelling like gas. My head is hurting. I mean, man, we went through the trials. It took a while, you know, to get where we are now. But thank God we never stopped, and thank God we never, not, put our best foot forward and tried to learn. So
yes, so we've We've been doing this for a while. We just started to pick up the camera and document. I wish you guys could have been there with us from the very beginning, but you're here now and we're gonna continue to document going forward. But we just wanted to tap in with you guys, and we are heading over to the property right now to measure these beds, and we'll make sure to show you guys that process. See you soon.
I'm glad I just saw it.
Hey guys, what's up, babes? Look, Drake and I are back in the vehicle, and we are both feeling like this may not be something we want to take on yet.
It's not.
I'm not gonna lie, I'm gonna give y'all a little bit of backstory into this. So we spoke with the person yesterday, before we even gave an official quote. He was wanting to hear something like ASAP, so we threw out a ballpark figure based on an estimate that he gave us on, you know, basically saying, okay, this is what we could be projecting to look like. We'll still have to come out and do everything and measure everything to be able to give you an accurate quote, but this is about the projection. And you know, we throw out a projection to even see if this is going to be a project that is satisfactory on both sides. If it's something he wanted to move forward with and we were satisfied with moving forward with. He wasn't too happy with the projection, so we made some adjustments, and then we decided to come out and, you know, do the measurements and see how everything would go. We got stuck in the rain as we were out there, so I wasn't even able to record and show you guys, but it was pouring down raining. I'm wet, Drake's wet, you know, it's just, we're wet. So, but we stuck it out. Upon getting out there and doing our measurements, we see that it's actually, and this is why it's important, guys, to never give a quote at first, because when you're doing the walk around, things seem easier than what they are. It's actually more work. It's more work needed to be done. A lot of more work. I mean,
inclines where you're gonna need multiple wheelbarrows, multiple people, extra manpower, and
rocks.
Rocks and everything.
You know,
you slip on and everything. So
it's very tedious. They don't, you know, it's a new subdivision.
It's not a cheap job to do. It's not a cheap job to do. I know people just throw out a number and everything like that, or people want to hear you throw out a number, but this stuff actually costs, and it's labor costs. You need some strong men out there with you. So yeah, that costs, man.
So upon us looking and doing all of our measurements, we actually got back in the truck and we're going over the numbers, and we're like, hey, that initial estimate that we threw out to him that he was thinking was a little high is actually going to be higher than that, because it's more work involved and it's more mulch needed than what we had originally thought.
And more tools
and more tools and materials that we're going to have to bring.
Wheelbarrows, rakes.
We're going to have to contract out some guys, you know, so it's a bigger job than I think Drake and I are ready to take on as of yet. We are just a small team, you know, it's not a lot of us, so anytime that we're reached out to, we do have people that we can reach out to and contract, but you know, that takes a lot of trust as well, and although we have insurance, we're not really ready to file an insurance claim yet. And with those properties, I mean, the rocks are everywhere. Those are new homes. They don't want things in their pavement. There's just a lot of tedious work that goes into it. And we actually saw another landscaping company out there doing a quote as well. And so I think Drake and I are just kind of at the point where we're like, hey, this might be above our heads, and we're gonna let them have it. We're gonna throw the towel in.
Sometimes you gotta know when to throw the towel in, because at the end of the day, bro, like, it's all about work-life balance for me. I'm not trying to get out here and, you know, just be doing all of these properties and everything like that, and it's taking up all of our week, you know, and everything like that. We got a good schedule, and I like to stick to it. So if you're not meeting the price expectation that the ballpark number that we already threw out for the work that I know that we put in and the quality of work, then yeah, I'd be happy to decline it and let somebody else have it. That's just how I work.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I know my worth.
Yes. And on top of that, it's like, you know, you get excited. We get excited. We were excited about the contract, and I think we'll still be excited for more opportunities in the future. Like, we're not just gonna shut down stuff and be we don't want to do this. Like, we're excited for all that comes, but we are YouTubers, and we already have a pretty decent client load, and we don't want to have a trade-off of like, okay, now we're doing this property for the money, and now we can't do YouTube anymore, because we wouldn't even really be able to record because we're gonna be out there, you know, working so hard. So it's not worth it. Oh my gosh, what happened? Hold on, guys. Yeah, they just like kind of pushed us in the other lane, guys. I didn't mean to cut off, but I think something happened with the car. So make sure you guys are being alert drivers out here. I know we're making content, but I'm always holding the camera, and Drake is always making sure that he's got both hands on the wheel and his eyes on the road, because you just never know what can be happening, and that could have been a really ugly situation, because there's nobody out here with a sign or anything. They're kind of just in the middle of the road, you know, being brave and waving off traffic on their own. So just want to show you guys and make sure everybody is driving alert, seatbelts on, hands and eyes on the road. Well, hands on wheel, eyes on road.
All the time. two hands, man.
Look at that new building. All right, so yeah, we we're gonna decline that one. We're gonna reach out to him. We're still gonna remain professional, because you always want to keep the door open for future business. You never know who knows who wants to refer you. So even guys, if you ever are in the position to decline something, just make sure that you don't just brush the person off and you don't respond to them. Respond professionally, thank them for the opportunity, let them know, you know, that this might not be a job that you can take on and handle as of yet. You can give your reason. You don't have to go too broad into the reason why, but make sure that you're professional and polite, courteous.
Transparent always.
Yes.
And honest.
Honest, you know, because just because this job might not work out, that doesn't mean that a person won't double back or refer you to someone else based off of how you handled the situation. So that's all I'm going to say for now. Drake and I are out. As always, thank you so much for tuning into this video. We appreciate your support so much. If you're not already, please subscribe to the channel at The Lawn Bae. Follow me on Instagram at The Lawn Bae. Make sure that you're following my baby Drake
on Instagram at Drake Lawn Care. Subscribe to the YouTube channel at Drake Lawn Care. And yeah, we're going to see you again soon.
All right, and also guys, make sure that you tune into that video that I just uploaded showing us install the grass chute, the green guard. I know we have a lot of comments saying, hey guys, get the grass chute, get the grass chute. We got it. Drake had someone install it, and that video is live. So make sure you go tune in and let me know how it looks. See you guys later.
Tell me that you love me, that you need me. You never leave me.